to or welcome back to Curated by Chelsea. In my last video, I talked about building systems and routines, and I briefly went over some things. So if you want to go watch that video first, watch that one. And I'm going to talk about some of the other systems that I have incorporated into my life. And if you did find like some of those last minute tips in that video kind of confusing, leave a comment down below and I will go more into depth about them. But before I get into talking more about my systems and routines, go ahead and hit that like button if you like this video and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. But anyway, let's jump into some of the systems that I came up with 2, I believe I filmed them. Yeah, that sounds right. And then I'll also talk about some other systems that I also have in place that just kind of happen naturally. So the first one is eating better, but also meal prepping in a way. So I know that I want to eat a little bit healthier, especially now that it's summer. We're getting the summer body. The summer body's here because I was working it out in the winter, but I think diet is important to implement into a workout routine. When I go to the grocery store, I'll buy my meats and I'll buy my veggies. And when I get home from the grocery store, I like to just chop up the veggies right then and there or prep them. So like something with bok choy, I'll have to like rip them apart if I'm going to use them sooner rather than later, and then wrap them in a damp paper towel. And that just keeps them nice and like fresh. But the ones that I'm not going to use, you also wrap those in a damp paper towel and wait to use, and they stay fresher longer. But I like to do that just to get it out of the way, because if you kind of just throw them into the fridge, you're not gonna want to chop them up before. I know a big staple in my house is green onions and cucumbers because we like salads, so that's something that we're gonna chop up and throw into a meal real quickly. But it's a lot easier if you just do that ahead of time. With cucumbers, I like to kind of chop them different ways. So sometimes I'll peel the skin off, then chop them, or I'll chop them circular or cubed. I don't know. I just like to have some variety with that. And then I did not show this, but with my meats, I like to, if it's chicken, I do like to just throw them in the slow cooker and create shredded chicken or chopped chicken, and it's just ready for the rest of the week. And you can do that anytime throughout the week. So I like to do that. And it's just easy to get your protein in without even having to think about it. And the cool thing is you can season it different ways. So you can do like Mexican style or Asian style, and you just have different flavors of chicken throughout the week. Love that. Really, if you kind of stay on top of that, all you'll have to prepare is sides. Rice, I like fresh rice, so I'm not gonna play around with rice too much. I'm big on beans right now because beans are a good source of fiber and protein. So I'm really big on that. Like, have you guys tried a bean salad? It is so good. And I just bought a bunch of canned beans. So I have white beans, butter beans, and chickpeas, garbanzo beans. And I feel like I need to make like a recipe book. Maybe that's something that I'll put on my Patreon. Like maybe that's what I'll do, because when it comes to cooking, I know I don't have like that look. I don't even know what that looks like that I can cook, but I can cook. I can throw down actually. That's a very fun fact about myself. And I do want to share those parts more often, but those are just much harder to film. But one of these days I'll do what I eat in a day. I know how weird people can be about those. So I am a little bit afraid to do that, but we'll see. Okay, so the other system that I have is that I'm going to start going to the gym less because I want to get back into Pilates. I felt like I was stronger in a different way when I did Pilates and bar, and I just kind of want to do more Pilates than I do want to lift. And that's kind of what I want to do for the summer. But then when the fall, winter comes back around, I want to bulk up again. So one of the things that I'm going to do is wake up earlier. So I have been waking up at 6 a.m. already, and that has been very interesting to say the least. Some days it happens and some days it doesn't. But last week I did really good at waking up at 6 a.m., especially because I was PMSing. And when I'm PMSing, I do not want to be bothered. I would like get up, scroll just a little bit, crochet a little bit, and then I would jump into my workout, or I would just like jump into work. It just depended on what was going on. Okay, and for the things that I didn't film, so I'm not gonna have a cutaway for this, every Sunday is my laundry day, and it's been that way for years. And I really got into doing laundry, and I know that sounds weird, like, what do you mean you got into doing laundry? I researched folding techniques during lockdown, and then I kind of made a schedule that every Sunday I would wash and dry and fold all of my laundry other than that very last load, because by then it would be like 10 p.m. And I will say, even days that I've like gone out to brunch and then came back home, I still get most of it done. Sometimes it does fall back into Monday, and I do hate that because on Mondays I'm like, no, I need to do this. I don't have time to fold laundry, and the laundry will sit there for the rest of the week. But luckily it's usually little stuff or like my white clothes, which is not that much right now. It's like I have sheets sitting right next to me right now. Just have to fold that up real quick. And I will after I film this video. Every Sunday, I like to do my laundry and I will fold it even if I do not feel like folding it. And since I have since I've researched different folding techniques, it has helped a lot to not only save space, but just to fold a lot more quickly and efficiently. So I follow the Folding Lady on TikTok. So if you're not familiar with her, she is the Folding Lady on TikTok. Her stuff helped me to fold more efficiently. That's that. That's a cool system that I have and I have had for the longest. If you struggle with folding your clothes, look into that and set a schedule for when you do that. As for my filming schedule, editing schedule, I film on Mondays and then I start editing that video that I filmed, and I also edit on Tuesdays and then I upload. So it's a lot, but again, I give myself grace when it comes to this because if I don't finish editing on Tuesday, I will just finish editing on Wednesday and then upload on Wednesday, because some days I'm just like, nope, this isn't going to happen. So I think my upload days are Tuesdays and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Saturdays right now. Today is Monday. I'm filming this. I'm about to finish it out and then go edit. And luckily I already have pre-filmed footage that I can just pop into the video, and that really works for me. I think things have been going good. I have been posting my videos on Pinterest. I've been posting on Pinterest, period. Like I just started posting like old photos of me from when I was like doing a lot of fashion content on Pinterest, just cause I have played around a little bit with like titles and my thumbnails. I still need to do better at creating more eye-catching thumbnails. It's just, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And I think that's like part of the problem. Everybody who tends to do like productivity or routine type of content, they all have like the same thumbnail, and it's like 6 a.m. productivity, and it's like, okay, I don't want to do that every single time I upload a video, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just playing around with it, but I think my filming and editing system and routine or / schedule is actually going pretty well, because I was just kind of doing it before and I was like, I'll upload when I upload, I'll edit when I edit. Oh yeah, I have a video I need to edit. And then I'll edit it and then like it'll just be sitting in private for 3-4 days. And I'm like, oh yeah, come on, I can do better than that. But actually being more disciplined about uploading and editing has helped tremendously. And I feel like that is why I have gained some new subscribers. So I think that is going well, and I'm just going to keep up with that schedule. I will say I learned this technique from Janet. I do not know how to pronounce her last name, but I will put it on the screen. And I pretty much created a habit tracker in my notes app, and I was like, oh, that is genius. And it's crazy because I already checked my stuff off for today, but I saw this on Janet's video and I was like, oh my god, this is so genius, because I'm already on my phone, and having like a habit tracker in my journal is cool and all, but I always mess those up. And then having it on like Notion just does not work for me. Notion does not work for me. I don't know. I think I can do stuff digitally like this, but when it comes to like having it in a database, it just feels like a big extra step for me. Okay, so that's all I have for this one. Hopefully I didn't rant or talk too much or just yap. I don't know. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.